Welcome to the Piccolo. Piccolo is another flute in the family of flutes, and it certainly is our smallest member. The Piccolo is played the same way as the flute. If you can play the flute, you can pretty much play a piccolo. I have students ask me all the time, like, will I ever be able to learn to play the piccolo? And I say, you could play the piccolo right now. If you have one in front of you, you can play it. There are a few skills you need to know, but pretty much with the same embouchure, just a little smaller, you can play the piccolo. Now, the piccolo is the same as the flute. It's in the key of C. It doesn't go as low as the flute. Your lowest note is a D here, whereas a C flute, it's a C or a B, depending on which you have. We can go up higher to the same octaves in the upper register as the C flute. But the piccolo is going to sound an octave higher than the flute itself. So you can play the same music, you can play it with piano, everything's the same, it's just the piccolo is going to be an octave higher. So let me give you a gamut of the range. That's a low D, that's as low as we go. Now I only went up to the high G. I didn't go all the way up to our high C, which is way above the staff, because, well, it's kind of hard on the ears just playing it, and hard on recording equipment. But the piccolo has a pretty good range, and of course, where do you hear it? Well, marching bands. And it can be heard a lot in marching bands because it cuts through all the drumming and all the brass that you have in marching bands. So something interesting about the piccolo is that you can find piccolos that are all metal. This one is an all wood piccolo. All metal piccolos are the ones that were used in the early days of marching band and still are, but that's where they came about, to be used in marching band because they could handle the weather, all different kinds of weather. So a metal piccolo also cuts through. This is a little bit of a softer sound because of the wood. The metal is going to give it a little bit more of a cutting sound. It's going to cut through the loud marching band sound. In piccolos, you can get a plastic body and a metal head. So when you're looking at piccolos, you want to look at the different varieties they have and play them and see what suits you best and the sound that it's going to give. They run a large price range from this type of handmade piccolo that's all wood, upwards of $6,000 or more, and you can find the other piccolos way down at the other end for $500,000, depending on the type you get and what you're looking for on the piccolo. So the more wood you have, the softer the sound, and the more even the plastic body and head, they're going to have a little softer sound. The more cutting the sound, it's going to be metal. So you can try them out and see what you like. If you're going to play it in a band, I would recommend maybe the plastic body and the metal head. If it's in your price range to do that. I mean, this is the great choice is an all wood piccolo because it has a more mellow sound. It's more beautiful to hear. But if money is an issue, then sure, go ahead for the plastic body and the metal head, or even the plastic head. It is going to be a decent piccolo for you. You'll be able to use it and enjoy the sound that it has. So let me end our piccolo discussion with a little more Yankee Doodle. Now up the octave. So enjoy the piccolo.